All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So can I have a show of hands? How many of you feel that 2017 is better than 2016? Can I have a show of hands? Hey, it's going to over soon. So at this point of time, all of you must put up your hand. No, 2017 definitely better, no? Right, can I ask all of you here, 2017, is it better than 2016? Because we are going to make $1 billion of sales here, you know. So the most important is to ask yourself this question. Are you really excited to make the money? Because if you're not even excited, then how are you going to make the money? And that is the reason why today you guys are here. I really appreciate it as well, because why? That's the reason why I really hope that I can actually give you some insights on why do I think that 2017 is even more exciting than 2016. Whether you believe me or not, it's not important. You die have to believe in me. Because why? Only when you can choose to believe, result will come. Only when you choose to have doubts, result will not come as well. But I want to show you why is it so that 2017 will be a much better year than 2016. Not because I say, because I saw a trend. And the trend is, it allows you to see that the market is going to do well. But of course, the choice is for you to believe, yes or no. I leave it to you. But I want to show you something here. Look at this. What do I see from here? If those people who are in the business for some time, if you are in 2009, that particular year is where the market starts to pick up. Everybody is not sure whether the market pick up or not at that point of time. But do you want to wait for the time to come, then you start working? Or you want to start to prepare now? If you ask me, 2009 is exactly the same as 2016. If you look at the numbers, 2016, our sales figure has already gone up by so much, which means that are we ahead of everybody and knowing that the market is going up? If you look at 2009 to 2010, look at the upside of the number of transactions that's going to happen. 2016 already tells you that Ismail already has mentioned something. The transaction figures has already gone up by so much. So what about 2017? You remember, in 2009, that is the starting part where the market starts to pick up. But a lot of people are still not aware about it. But I realized in 2010, wow, after 2009, 2010, the numbers pick up tremendously. So if you ask me, 2016 represent 2009. That's why I asked you, just now I say, whether you believe it or not, it's not of my control. But I want you to believe in me. Only when you choose to believe, you will work for it. Because why? Only the results will show. Now, let me show you again. Look at the upside now, the number of transactions. Look at now it's moving forward at this point, 2015 until 2016. You can see very clearly, it's the number of transactions on the upside now. First, before I can talk about strategies, before I can talk about anything, first must we believe in it first. We must believe that the market is there before we can talk about, yes, I want to chiong. I want to make a difference in 2017. But if you are not seeing this trend, then my friend, I'm telling you, you are going to lose a lot more. Because 2017 is the year that you probably can make the most out of it. The only question is, are you catching up? Now, I just want to show you something about what is my team. Because I'm going to show you two things now. One is my team production. In 2008, 2009, my 2008, my team only did close to 13 million sales. 2009, that is the market pickup. The sales went up to 28 million. What does it show you? From 28 million, it goes up to 39 million. I want to show you it's a trend. This is my team. Next. If you look at company, this is what yesterday I asked Ismail to show us. Look at the numbers again. 2009 to 2010, the numbers went up again 9%. Of course, if you look at the other 2010 to 2011, it's talking about 6%, right? If you look at the numbers, if the market goes up, does it mean that the sales price also goes up? Does it mean that your commissions as well will go up as well? It's the same. So if you look at the trend, I would say that next year, 2017, will be a year for you to make money. The only thing is that whether are you ready for it? Whether do you believe in it as well? That is very important. Because if you choose not to believe in it, no matter what kind of strategies that we are talking about, you will say, Kelvin, no worries. I think the market is going to be not doing that well, especially with all these things happen. How many of you feel that this next year, can I, since everybody is here, may I request, who feels that you want to make minimum $500,000 in 2017? Can you please stand up? Stand up. Minimum $500,000 one. Wow, this time now so many people stand up. That's not bad. Hey, can we give them a round of applause? So can I assume that those who are seated here, you see, everybody knows me very well. This only thing is that I choose a different way. I ask you to stand up because why? Standing will make you feel that you must what? Commit to it. Those who sit down, is it 1 million? Oh, I say $500,000 too little lah. So $500,000, I think you should sit down just now. You should wait for 1 million one. Right now. But of course, there are so many people out there in the market today. Yes, I want to make $500,000. I want to make 1 million. But is it possible? A lot of time, we have a lot of self-doubt in ourselves. We tell ourselves, is it possible? You think, is it so easy? Everybody is talking about the market. It's not doing that well. So the question is just now, those who never sit down, either you're $1 million mind or you're doing below $500,000. But I'm very sure those who are seated here, one minimum is 1 million and above. Those who sit down one. Hey, those who sit down, is it correct? Just want to be assured, right? But make sure, those who never sit down, you recognize those people seated beside you. I remember, Sharifah, you definitely never sit down. You definitely never stand up. So your husband will definitely take note, 1 million. Where is Gus? Hey, 1 million. Ken, well, your wife says so. $500,000 too little. Right, of course, very important here is, do we start off with a winning mindset or do we start off with a losing mindset? Do we start off by telling ourselves we can make $500,000 first? Minimum. Because why? End of the day, nobody will know yes or no. The only question is, did we start the race correctly? Did we start off with a mind that we want to win? Did we start off with, hey, I want to make it happen? If you don't even have the mind to want to make $500,000, then what are you going to do? Let me tell all of you here, if today, next year is such a great year for you ahead, if you don't position yourself to look at $500,000, then what else? I'm going to show you later on how you achieve $500,000 minimum. Of course, those who want to do 1 million have to work harder. But those who do $500,000, very easy. Your life is going to be very easy because you just need to do 10 transactions only in 2017. 10 transactions in 2017 will do $500,000. Will you be keen to find out? Only in front, the rest behind can go off already. Oh, sorry, I must say that maybe behind not interested because it's 1 million one. Correct now, 1 million later on I give you the example, right? But of course, what's the reasons that stop some of the people here that not telling yourself, I can do $500,000? Let me show you. Self-doubt. You think you can't. Hey, nobody would know, sir, whether you can or you cannot. Because all of us here who are seated here or me standing here already born as a winner. Is already a born champion. The only difference is how much we put in our effort. Those who manage to do, those who are the number ones just now, they only tell themselves one thing. I want to do it. I must make it to be the number one. If not, what can I do to achieve that? Next, when you start to have self-doubt, will you have fear? Let me tell all of you here because why? Why am I running through all these things with you guys here? I only have one objective in mind. I realize a lot of time, many of us did not manage to achieve. And I ask myself, how do I manage to achieve something in my career for the last 13 years? I only achieved something in the last 13 years is because why? I don't self-doubt myself. I only tell myself, I have to move forward. I only tell myself, I have to make it. Because why? If I don't make it, what happens to my loved ones? That only pushes me to move forward. Nothing. And of course, when you start to have fear, you start to have doubts, you will start to have emotionally what? Stress. When you start to have stress, what comes to your mind now is all negative. You complain about the market. You say the market is bad. You say whatever. You say the company is not providing me the best training. You say that the company is not good. You start to compare so much things. But end of the day, ask yourself this question. How much have you put in? If you look at the market today, there's so many agents make so much money in the down market. There are so many. This year, you can see the result. There are people who almost hitting $1 million. Why during the down market, there are people who achieve such a figure? Why? Because they believe. Do they know that they can hit $1 million? Many will not know. They only tell themselves that, I must. But in order to achieve this, you need to clear all these things away. These are the things, ladies and gentlemen, that stops you from achieving what you want. The moment you start to have self-doubt in yourself, you're gone. Just like when I say, how many of you feel that you minimum can achieve $500,000? I expect every one of you to stand up. Whether yes or no is not important. Most important is, did you do it next year? Some of you will be thinking, Kelvin, this year also cannot make $500,000. What you are talking? You're talking about next year. This year already so difficult to make $500,000. Don't talk about next year. My friend here, so what? This year I cannot do $500,000. Does it mean that next year I can't? Does it mean I can't next year? Ladies and gentlemen, those who have not achieved $500,000, does it mean that next year you cannot do $500,000? No. Those who don't even dare to answer, my dear friend, that means you dare not even commit to yourself you want to make $500,000. Only when you dare to commit to yourself, my friend, that is only when you can achieve that. Only when your minds tell yourself that I want to, it will happen. I can tell you, even new agents can also make $500,000. Those who are new in the business, don't be bothered about what the market is. Only knows one thing. You can also make it happen. Don't bother about the skill set that you have. End of the day, it's not about skill set. End of the day, it's about your mind, whether willing to do so. Because why? We have done so many trial and error, and we realize that within such a short period of time, that so many people are able to achieve. Because why? They do not self-doubt. They only just what? Do it. They only make it happen. That's the only thing that they do. Nothing else in their mind. So for your loved ones, my friend, do not self-doubt yourself. All of you here who did not manage to do $500,000 this year, does not mean the next 2 months you cannot achieve that as well. And let me tell you guys here, the next 2 months may be the 2 months that give you the $500,000 mark that you want. Only when you say, I want to. Only when you dare to say, I must make the difference to $500,000. That is where you can. Can you imagine someone who don't even tell yourself, $500,000 is so difficult? So the moment you tell yourself, $500,000 is so difficult, do you think you still can achieve? Your mind already is gone. Your mind already says that it is not possible. Then my question is, how can it be done? The only thing is that, have you done it? If you have not, fight until to the last 31st December, you still can hit your $500,000 mark. For those who think that you can't, even those who say, Kelvin, I only have 250,000 this year, does it mean that I cannot achieve $500,000? The answer is no. Because why? Today you close 160 Berkshire, it's already 100 over 1,000, you know. Is it possible? You just need 2 transactions, man. Don't ask me how to get it. Oh, I don't have all these clients. Because you never even think about it at all. If you just now see all the flash, all the number of units that's high com one, already allows you to make that kind of money. It's just that my brain does not tell me that I can achieve. I want you to tell yourself, next 2 months, I want to make it happen. If really cannot, so what? This year I can't. Next year I will make it happen. Tell yourself that, my friend. Look at all this. Economies are not doing well. Everything is bad. Right? Even the government says that the disruption, the 4 signs that points to economic gloom in Singapore, all these are what? Negative noises here. Today I saw the newspaper, condo resale price fall by 0.7%. So what? So what that it happens? I tell you, I always hope that all these things come out. The more it comes out, your commission will become 6%. Next time your EC next year is not 4%. Next year your EC is 6%. Can we hope that? Please ask the writer to write more so that you can get more what? Can you imagine yourself that you can work so little hours and make so much more? Why do you need to work so hard? My dear friends who are here, seated here, I really want you to go out and talk to your friend. For those people who always think that developer pays a very high com, sometimes you feel, wow, I seems like make a lot of money from that. Some people will think in that manner. But let me tell all of you here, when the developer pay you 0.2% that time, maybe your customer is paying the highest price as well. So when the developer pay you the 6% or 4%, it may also tells you that the price is also at the lowest point as well. If those people who are in the business for a long time ago, if you remember those times when we are being paid 0.2%, 0.1%, how much did your customer pay for the property? Today, did they make money? Some makes, but some may not, especially towards 2013. It's not that they don't make, it's just that they take a longer time to make money. That's the only difference here, right? So I want to tell all of you that no matter what the newspaper is saying, whether bad or what, you tell the government says so much bad thing about economy is not doing well. Now the US election is coming out, say that, well, if Bill Clinton, who is that? If Clinton, is it Trump? If Trump win, maybe the market is not going to do well. Why bother about them? Why bother? So what if the market is down? Only when the market is down, my dear friend, all of us can what? Work less and get paid more. That's the only good thing that we see. You see, end of the day is your mind whether do you see an opportunity or do you see a crisis. It really depends on you. So I want you, all of you, to remember these two powerful words called so what. Because why? When you can remember these two powerful words called so what, that time, anything that happens to you, you will just say, so what? Can we all say so what? So what? Hey, can you all tell? Hey, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are on the left and right now, can you tell each other, so what? When the market is down, so what? What's so big deal? Hey, do you know that? Do you realize one thing, my dear friend here? When you can tell yourself, so what, that time, nothing is negative in your thoughts. Today, I'm only going to give you some simple words. Because these simple words will only tell you one thing, to erase all the negative thoughts away from your mind. If your negative thoughts is always in your mind, you only have a lot of things is what? Complaint, unhappiness. The only thing is to make yourself doing well. You can see those people who are doing well, are they sad one? Those people that you mix with are all the sad people, you better siam all them. Because why? These are the people who are very negative. Please mix with all the positive people who are seated here. These are all the champions who are here. They will always say, so what, the market is bad, so what, the economy, so what? I only focus on what? The positive thing. Focus on making your money that you need to for your loved ones. That's more important. If you look at this gentleman here, Dominic, because I do not know the rest of the people, I know some of my team people. I just want to bring him out as well because why? This guy, to be honest, if he doesn't mind, I better stay here. He probably, like me, he probably have slowed down quite a fair bit for the last 2-3 years. Really. He was doing so well in 2007, did 1.38 million in terms of sales. This year, third quarter, he was the number one. Someone who has actually so-called slowed down since 2007 all the way downwards for the last 3 years. Today, he can still make a comeback. So what does it tell you? It's only whether you want. When he started the luxury team, that time, a lot of people say, sure fail one, yeah, sure cannot, yeah. But what did he do? He focused. He says, I don't care who they are. So what if the market? So what other people say? So what about other people telling me, don't ever do it? Why I bother? I only tell myself, I must make it happen. But did it materialize? If someone can choose to give up easily, you will never be a top producer. Everyone will go through a series of hardship before you can achieve who you are today. No one has a shortcut to achieve success. My dear friend, He has demonstrated to me again, when I came down, I can still come out. There's no reason not possible. The only thing is you yourself who choose to give up. If you choose to give up, end of the day, it will never happen. If you choose to unhappy with the market, it's you yourself. But if you choose to be like him, he wants to make it happen, it will come. Stay strong and never give up. What I see from him, I only have to say one thing. He has demonstrated to me, as long as I want to do it, I will make it happen. Today, he has done it. Many of you can actually do it. And the next person I want to show you again is Alex. He's also one of my guys as well. Sorry, I'm not able to show the rest because I do not know the rest of the people, how much you have done. I can only show you 1-2 examples. For him, in May, he only did 80,000. 80,000. But today, he's close to 500,000. Today, unfortunately, he's not here because he went overseas. I told him, please go further and spend more money. Because why? The moment you spend more money, the moment your sales will go up. Do you believe or not? Every Monday, he will go shopping. Because why? The more he shop, the more money he comes. Do you believe? It's only your choice whether you believe it or not. I can tell you, that is the difference. But what I want to tell you here, a lot of time, you know, he is someone who actually helps me in terms of so much training. He helps me to speak to so many groups as well. He has been helping me out in the boot camp. He still can fly to attend so many classes. And he can still do $500,000 sales. A lot of people say, got no time. What, attend boot camp, 3 days, no time. My dear friend, if you can attend 3 days of your boot camp, which means that before that, must you close all your deal first? Before you can go for your 3 days, what will you do first? You will do all your sales first. Look at all the facilitators who are there at the boot camp. Did they not do well in their sales? In fact, there are so many facilitators who are always helping up, and today their sales are still doing very well. Why? Because, very simple, my dear friends who are here, the bigger the platform you have on the stage, the bigger amount of money you will make. Because you make a difference to people's life. When you're willing to give, you will get the most out of it. Whether is it money, whether is it a person growth, it all depends on you. But I can only tell you, stop telling yourself no time. We can control the time. In life, many a times we always tell ourselves, hey, I better not go for this course, I better not. Because why? It will take me a couple of days. Or maybe I should not go and attend any whatever here and there because I don't have time. I should not go and attend all those maybe retreat or your gathering or what. I got no time, I better do my sales. You can see those people who always say no time, but their sales are always not there one. Because again, they probably spend a lot of time doing nothing. Real estate agent, let me tell all of you here, we got too much time. We have too much time. I want to tell you guys here, let's not let the time control us. We control the time. We control the time to achieve the result. When you say no time to achieve, because 2 more months already, I cannot achieve my $500,000. Again, who say got no time? It's you. If you tell yourself 1 month, I must make it happen, would that happen? Because it has been proven in our boot camp. So many people has done it in 1 hour. Results are there. Again, it's your mind. He has again truly demonstrated to me the power of giving. When you give, you will get back more. The moment you start to spend more effort and time to share, those who are successful people who are here today, if you are willing to share with all your people around you here, the bigger you share, the more you share, the result will be there. So, for someone like him, in 5 months can achieve close to $500,000. Many of you can be done in the next 2 months. Do you need 1 whole year to do $500,000? No need. He has again shown it to me. No need. Because he knows what he is doing. He knows exactly what to make to achieve $500,000 sales. And I have the thing for you later on, which later I'm going to show you how you can actually do it as well, if you want to. The most important is to ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? The moment you start to doubt yourself, the moment you start to have fear in yourself, the moment you think that you can't do it, my dear friend, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, please believe in yourself and stop telling yourself this. Stop thinking about negative things. Stop complaining about the market. Stop complaining. Stop comparing. Stop doubting yourself. Stop all this. Because all of you are what? All of you are born as a what? All of you are born as a champion. It's only whether do you believe you are a champion in your heart. You see, I just want all of you to think back. The moment I start to think that it's not possible, does it mean that your energy is very low? And you feel that, do you see that point at that moment of time? I just want you to think back. When you start thinking negative at that point of time, is your emotionally feel lousy? Just like very simple, when you do a telemarketing, when you do telemark to a customer, hello Mr. Customer, I'm Kelvin Fong here. I want to ask you whether will you be keen to sell your property? He said no. Immediately when the customer say no to you, what is your immediate reaction? Will you feel happy or sad? Will you feel happy or sad? Sad, right? But you can choose to be happy as well. You can choose to be happy. Let me just share a tip just in case some of you who are not, that have not listened before. The moment someone say no to you is someone who say yes to you. You can choose to be negative. You can say, oh yeah, again another one reject me. Put down the phone. Ah yeah, again another one reject me. Ah yeah, again another one. You can choose to be in that mode. Or you can choose to turn it around and say, wow, how say man, someone say no to me. I'm going to make him say yes to me. It's your immediate thoughts. Then I will say, hey owner, I never asked you to sell. Why must you say I want you to sell? Please don't sell a property. Because sometimes customer, when you pick up the phone, you say, Kelvin Fong, I'm a PropNex, right? Straight away, what will you say? Sorry, I'm not interested to sell my property immediately, right? This is a normal case that everybody will think in that manner immediately. Oh, never mind, it's okay, put down the phone. But you can choose to react in a different way by saying, no, I'm not here to ask you to sell. You can change the whole thing. What I want you to see is something here, that I changed my mind. Change my mind in such a way to see things in a positive light. When you think that, when you start to shift your mind to look at a positive angle, nothing negative will come into the place. And you will find that you will be very empowering to engage people as well. Because why? That is where they start to be more aggressive by talking to them. But when they say, okay, never mind, then I'm not interested, it's okay, then next time you got a friend, then call me. You see, your energy immediately drops. That is very normal in many situations of a salesperson. But I just want you to know this. Start thinking about this. Start believing that everything happened for a good reason. When you start to look at things in a very positive ways, you will start to make more. Start believing it. Start focusing on the positive things in your career. Nothing negative one. You see, all those who are top producer here, you think their journey is easy? No. Everybody go through so much hurdles, trial and error before they can actually achieve that. If it's so easy, everybody will become a millionaire here. But it's not. But because along the way, many people choose to give up. Along the way, many people choose to say impossible. Along the way, many people will fail. It's the truth. Whether you like it or not, 80% of the people will be negative. Only 20% of the people are positive people. Only the question is, you choose to be around the 20% or you choose to be the 80%. It's your choice. It's your choice. My friend, success is not by chance. Success is by choice. Success is not by chance. It's by the choice in you. Will you want to make it happen? I leave it to you because why? When you start to see all things in a positive angle, nothing is negative in front of me. Even today, I don't do well. Even today, I don't make $500,000. So what? Next year, I will make it happen. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen who are seated here, this year can't, next year, you will make it happen. So what if next year I cannot make $500,000? The following year can or not? Myself, Me and my wife in the business 13 years. I spent 7 years or 8 years, if I remember rightly. Then I achieved the number 1 top producer. My wife stand here, being the number 1 in PropNex for 3 consecutive years. After 7 years, then we achieve. Before that, is it easy? No. But we only have one belief in our mind. We want to aim for it. It may not come this year. It may not come next year. But it may come the following year. Of course, don't always half a million. Next time, aim higher, 1 million. Right? But everybody is possible because many people have demonstrated they have done 1 million. I just want all those who are seated here to look at those who have done 1 million one. Aim for it. If those already half a million this year have done, please don't aim half a million again. Too little. Aim 1 million. Open up your heart to see that you can actually do more. Why? When you look at 1 million, you will never do all the very, very small money job. Later, I will show you why. Start believing that all of you here can actually do what you want to do. It's only whether you believe it or not. Of course, end of the day here is what? The future. Why am I talking so much about this? I want to tell every one of you, the future of your real estate career will only start when you believe in who you are today. Only when you believe who your value is, only when you believe so much about who you are today, you will make a difference. I did not prepare my slide. I prepared my slide yesterday, but I'm so surprised to see that actually Ismail's likes our message is actually quite similar. What is my message to every one of you here? Let me show you. What is the future of your real estate agent going to be if we don't change our mind? If you and me do not change our mind, I can tell you we are in danger. We are at risk moving forward. Why? Out of 19,000 transactions of HDB, when I listened to Minister Wong was sharing with us the last quarter, he says that 1 out of 4 DIY. That means out of 19,000 transactions of HDB in 2015, 4,008 actually did it themselves without going through an agent. What does it mean to all of you here? 3 years, 2013 was 11%. 2012 increased by 20%. 2015 increased by 30%. My dear friend here, this trend is moving upwards. That means consumer will no longer need us anymore, my dear friend here, because a technology can replace all of us here. Hey, you never know, what happened. Next time, when the market is doing very well that time, developer also don't need all of you here. Developer will never need us anymore. I'm not trying to be very nice to tell you because Minister Wong already said very clearly, let's embrace technology. Prime Minister has also mentioned it in his blog as well. Let's embrace technology. We cannot chase away. We can only accept it. But if we choose to let technology replace all of us here, my dear friend, we are gone. Next time when the new launch was doing well, do they need agent? They can just go to the application and press a button. Straight away, I can book a unit. Do they still need you? Do they still need you? Don't need. That is how scary it is. I'm not trying to scare all of you here. I'm just trying to prepare myself moving forward. How to change our value now? How to change our value that technology will never replace all of us here? Only when you can change your mind. Technology is nothing to me. I will embrace technology to my best, but I will never allow technology to replace myself and all of you who are seated here. The only way is we change to be a different person. Let me show you the numbers. 11% in 2001. Today, about 25% do it themselves. This is the increase in numbers. This is called Oh My Home. Technology can replace all of us if we don't change. You see, look at people, contact owners. Now press an application can do it themselves, my dear friend. But let me tell all of you here, if someone who thinks that 500,000 property can let a technology help you to grow your wealth, use a technology can help you to buy and sell, if you don't need us, you better let the technology help you. Because why? $500,000 property and $1 million or $3 million property, can you allow a technology to help us? Cannot. Our mind here is very simple. Customer who go through, we cannot stop people from using application. We can't. But we can only change our value. Because why? I tell the customer very simple thing. If you think that a technology can help you to make $1 million in your sales, please let the technology help you. You don't need me. If you think that an application can do the job like what I can do the job, please go ahead and do it. That's what Isma says something. If you are just a normal agent out there who help people buy and sell, I can tell you, you'll be gone forever very soon. The only you are changed if you are a consultant. Today, I do not sell property anymore. Not that I don't do sale. I don't sell product. The latest way to do sales is no longer selling product. You sell yourself. The moment you dare to sell yourself is the moment you will never let technology replace you. Because technology cannot replace all of us. I truly believe. Because why? I have a value in me. And the value in me is that I help people to create wealth. I help people to from nothing to have 2 or 3 properties. You can make a difference to people's life, my dear friend here. But if you are just a normal buy and sell agent, nothing wrong at this point of time. You can still continue. But I just want to tell you in advance, what will the real world be? Because the taxi drivers are being hurt now. Remittance company is going to go off all the way. Next 2 years, you will see all the remittance shop going to close down because one application can transfer money straight away to another country. So do they need you? Do they need a shop? Nothing. Do they need employee? Nothing. Everything is all by technology. So my dear friend here, who are seated here, I only want you to tell yourself one thing. You need to change the way we work. What do I mean by that? We will never allow this to happen. So what is next? Selling yourself. If today you are just focusing on selling a product, which new launch, which project is the best, which property you should be buying. If you're focused on product, I can tell you, sooner or later, this time will change and you'll be gone. I want you to start to see, how can I position my value? How much your value is. The bigger the value you are, the money is bigger and bigger. But if you think that I'm just a buying agent, I just help people to take order to buy a property, time will take you away. I just want to be very clear to tell all of you when we start off 2017. Because why? I have fear in this. But my fear, I have no worries. The fear is to tell me I have to start taking action now. It's not to scare me that, wow, jialat, I cannot do anything. No. The fear is just to tell me I need to do things more than what I've been doing. Remember, all these gadgets here, all this technology, there's only one thing in mind only. Is to push every one of you to become a better salesperson. Is to push every one of you to be better person in terms of educating your customer. Because why? The Gen Y people, the Generation Y people, or the younger group of people are someone who are street smart. Everything is Google. Everything is transparent in the world. If you just behave in the normal way of selling, by selling a brochure, nothing wrong. Time will change. I want you to see, how can I see the value in me? How can I make a person dependent on me and not the application? That is important. Maybe you just want to touch on a little bit on a traditional salesperson serving a new launch. Nothing wrong, huh? Right? Introduce a product. There's a new launch coming. Right? Show them the product. Trying to convince them to buy that particular product. Is there anything wrong with that? Nothing wrong. But if you ask me today, I don't go in and sell a product. I go in and share with them how much I can use your money to work hard for you. I would tell the customer, I'm not going to be the kind of agent who come here and sit down and tell you what product to buy. Sorry, this type of agent I am not. I'm a person who is here to help you to see how can I use your 200,000 to grow into 400,000. That is my value. My value is not to help you to select which product, which unit to buy, which project to buy. No, that is not my value. My value is to help you to create wealth. My value is to help you to use your money to work hard for you. That is my value. So, do I sell product? No, I don't sell product. I sell my value. So, can I ask you, if I sell my value in this manner, do you think technology can replace us? Cannot. Technology will never replace me. And I'm totally not afraid of. Because why? I have a value in me. And ladies and gentlemen of you here, all of you has a value. And that value is to create wealth for people. Your value can help someone to become a millionaire. You think your value, is it big or small? Your value is big or small? Only in front. Behind, still very small. Never mind, it's okay, I'll work harder. Right, of course, for a traditional resale owner, what is the difference? Work out the sum of their buying. How much they buy, you do a financial plan, you help them to see how much, after they sell their property, how much can they left over, how much they buy. Plan for the next purchase, plan for the timing for shifting of houses, and hopefully convince him to sell. Is there anything wrong? Also nothing wrong. Also nothing wrong. But not for me. Because this one anyone can do. My focus is not about selling property. My focus is on how can I use your current assets to help you to grow into 2 properties. How can I use your money to grow into an asset? Probably is easy. How can I help you to sell 1 HDB and buy 2 private property? Do you know that many people in today's market never believe that they can sell a HDB and own 2 private property? They never thought of. They think that they are not able to. They think that it's impossible. But, my friend, you can make a difference to their life. Because I myself is one of the example that I started from nothing and today I can own some assets. Do I start off with only 1? No. I start off with 1, sorry. But today I grow. Same thing for all of you here. Your value is to help all the homeowners not to just buy or sell property. That is a normal agent job. Your job is to see how can you use your money to work hard for them. Not just only the next 5 years, but the next 10 years, plus the next 15 years. This is a journey between you and your customer. If I'm just an agent who come here and ask you to sell and buy property, excuse me, this is just a normal what an agent can do. Nothing wrong with that. You see, why am I telling you this? I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just want you to understand one thing. In order to be different, in order to move forward to the next level of a real estate person, the future of real estate person is no longer just a buy and sell agent. It's someone who can grow people asset. It's someone who can help others to grow their wealth. And that is your value. Your value worth more than anything else. Your value worth more than the 2%, the 3% that you are supposed to make. Only when you can see that your value is so high, that is where you see a value in yourself. That is the truth. Why am I saying so much about all this? Because why? I'm very concerned about all this. Because why? I want to make sure every real estate person in today's market, especially in PropNex, we have to see a value in ourselves. We are not just a buy and sell agent. That is the old era. We have to start to change, to be a consultant. Someone, insurance agent, maybe I take an example of an insurance agent. Insurance agents like to come, there are 2 types of insurance people. One insurance will come and tell you what product is good. Another type of insurance will tell you, another insurance agent who are good one will tell you, how can I grow your wealth in a systematic way? When you are now at this age, how can you grow further? In fact, now we are doing that. Now you are at the age of 35, which is your prime time. Mr. Owner, will you want to make use of your prime time to grow your wealth to be another level? We are now talking about growing wealth. We are not talking about buying products, no. Growing wealth is what the Gen Y is looking at. The Generation Y people, my dear friend here, today an 18-year-old boy can already know what is called real estate. I only start to know about real estate at the age of 27. But today, an 18 years old person already know what is real estate. So can you imagine who are you going to face with? I only can tell you, you have to start changing the way you do sale. The only way you can do so is what? Build trust. When I meet a customer today, I don't sell. I build trust. I build a trust between me and my customer. Only when you can build trust, they buy from you. But if you sell, they won't buy from you. The moment you start to sell, they won't buy. That is the new era. The moment you start to build your trust from one level to the third level, to the fifth level, to the sixth level, you don't care what product, as long as you say, they buy. Sometimes, one ERA agent was sharing with our people, because recently, my guys, quite a lot of people close Wisteria, which is a 4% commission. They say, wow, that agent comes here, just like tell the buyer, you should buy this, if they just buy. No need to talk so much, no. Recently, quite a number of people close that 4% com projects. Why? Trust. Only when the trust is built, my friend, they will buy whatever you say. Don't focus on product. Product is just a byproduct. Most important is trust. How to build trust? Be very transparent. Be transparent with them. No need to hide. Nothing to hide. The more transparent you are, the better you are. The more education you are willing to give, the better they are. Be responsive to them. What do I mean by that? Whatever they ask, try to cater to their needs. How can you react to them? Today is all about service. Service is not replaceable by a technology. That shows you how much you can give to your customer. That is the difference. Care. How much care are you willing to give to your customer? Today, buy and sell property is, how can I care for you? Have you done your financial plan for your customer? Have you planned ahead for them? Have you tell them the stress test? Have you worked out the worst scenario for a customer? Have you show your care and concern about them? When I sell property to my customer, I don't focus on product. I focus on whether can you afford. Whether end of the day, when the market interest rate goes up, can you afford to buy? Have you shown your care? Are you sincere enough to help them? Or you only bother about your com? Let me tell all of you here, commission is yours. No need to be bothered. If you truly put your 100% effort to build this trust, money is always there for you. Because why? You don't need to chase for money. Because money will come to you when you build trust. Because why? The customer depend on you. The customer know that they cannot do a lot of things without you. The customer know that you are the best. Because they see a value in you. That's why I keep saying, what is your value? And value cannot be replaced. From now onwards, if you work on something, if you behave like what a technology can change, can replace you, you better start changing the way you do sales. If not, you will be replaced. All of us are not replaceable, my dear friend here. We cannot allow. Can you imagine we are being replaced? Imagine if you are age 50 years old, you are being replaced by technology. What are you going to do? And that is scary, my dear friend. I just want to highlight this critical point now for you to see. I'd rather be negative now than to be later than tell you the worst scenario. I better let you start ahead at the right mindset. That's important. Trust. Build the trustworthy. Once they trust you, my dear friend, if you can follow all these principles in here, I guarantee you the customer buy you. They don't buy the product that you are selling, they buy you. Remember, you are the product. You are the product. You are the new launch. You are the resale unit. You are the product that they are buying. Not that new launch, what's this 6 Devonshire or Marina Bay or Twin Peaks or whatever. No, they buy you as the product. And that is important here. And next thing that is, I keep on emphasizing, to increase your income is to increase your value. Can you imagine, like I keep emphasizing one more thing here just now. Besides trust, the next thing that you need to increase is what? Your value in you. The value is how much you can make people become rich. How you can help someone from 1 to become 2 property, become 3 property, become 4 property, become 5 properties. How they can grow from 200,000 to become 500,000 to become 800,000 to become a millionaire. If you can help someone to make $3 million, that is your value. That is your value. And all of you here has that value in your heart. Remember, these two things cannot be replaced one. When you build the value in you, this will happen to you. Your wealth will be there. Trust me, my dear friend here, if you can know these two things, whether market up or down, you will still make money. Because why? They trust you. Very simple. They will buy you. The future of real estate, the key focus is creating wealth by using their fund, not buying what product. If you are focusing on buying product, you'll be gone. How can you use your wealth to create more assets in a very systematic way? This is the two guiding principles that I always think to myself. When I meet someone, I always tell myself, not product you buy. It's how can I use your money to work hard for you? Many a times, we always think about, when I meet a customer, what product will I sell to you? Now I want you to start thinking, how can I create wealth? The moment you start to change your mind, the way you speak, the moment they trust you. The moment you start talking about selling a product, same thing. If you are going to a shop and they keep on selling you that product, will you want to buy? You also won't buy. But when they start to tell you about how this product can help you to become, especially the ladies, if someone can tell you how much the product can make you become younger by 20 years old, you will sure buy one. But if it tells you to buy this product without telling you how good this product can make you become younger, you don't even bother to buy from them. Same thing. What I'm trying to tell you is what? How can you help that person at the age of 55, they can retire happily without any concern? That is your life. Hey, can you imagine if someone that you engage with, you can help them by the age of 55, they can retire happily, or they want to engage you? Will they want to engage you? I'm very sure they will want to engage you. Because why? Your value is there. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. This is what I write in my Facebook yesterday. If you are willing to change your mind, you change your life. How much money you can make is how much you're willing to change your mind and to see things in a very positive angle. I leave it to you here. Right? Changing your mind, very simple. Many agents say closing a deal is so difficult. Now, I want you to see another. This is a negative way of saying things. Many agents, right, say closing a deal is already so difficult, my Kelvin. Well, this is a negative thought. But if I choose to say today, what will you say? What will you say? Closing deals are so easy. If you start off by telling yourself closing deals is so easy, how will you be happier or will you be sad? But if the first sentence will already tell you, wow, closing a deal is so sad, so difficult, how will you feel? Your internal self already says it's tough. But when you say closing deals are so easy, hey, imagine yourself now. How will you feel? Hey, you may think, Kelvin, this is like so simple, you say, but I tell you, this is how I lead my real estate for the last 13 years. When the market is down, what did I tell my team? Why bother? Market is down, we will make more money. Market is not doing well, we will make more money. All the measures come in, so what? When all the measure comes in, what happened next? Did your commission become more? Hey, my goodness, last time EC you only make $500, you know. Today EC you make 40,000 or 50,000, you know. By selling a 800,000 property, you make $50,000. So what is the problem? A twist of your mind can change your life. A twist of your mind, you can change your life to be a better person. And that's how I lead my life for the last 13 years in PropNex. Very simple. Just believe everything happened for a good reason. Just like all the measure comes in, does not mean that our agents are not doing well. In fact, we have done better than last year. As witness, PropNex last year has improved by, compared to last year, we have improved by 25%. So what does it tell all of you here? Market is down, but there are a bunch of people who is making more money here. And that's the true fact here. So now, can I ask again, who thinks that you can make $500,000 minimum 20171? Hey, please stand up. After talking so much, tired, Hey, please stand up, $500,000 one. Get it on! Let's give a round of applause to all of us for making $500,000. Let's start to have that kind of high energy to tell ourselves, I can make $500,000. Only when you tell yourself you can make $500,000 and commit to yourself, my dear friend, you guys will make the $500,000. Thank you very much for sitting down, please. Let me continue. Let me show you how you can achieve the $500,000 since everyone is standing up just now. Now, very important is to tell you how to. This is $500,000 that you set for. This is minimum. $500,000. If those who have already done $500,000 this year, next year is at least $1 million. Right? So if you are looking at $500,000, which means that next year, every month you just need to do how much? 50,000. You're so easy, man. Is it very easy? Hey, if you think it's easy, but if you think it's difficult, it's so difficult, But if you break down into 50,000, actually, is it so difficult? January 50,000, what must I do? Look for 800,000, then do 3% to give me 24,000. Cannot. Is there a lot of projects that is 3%? Is there a lot of property that's 800,000? Have, right? 3%. Find one seller to sell their HDB. Can or not? $10,000. 34,000. 2%, maybe he can upgrade or buy another property and find a buyer, direct buyer. Find a young couple who buy an EC, can or not? Just need to do 3 customers, can already, right? Is it easy? Is it so difficult? But why so many people cannot do it? Why? Why so many people cannot achieve that? Why? Very simple. I did not aim for the right thing. I did not aim for the right money. Nothing wrong for those people who are doing whatever, What I want to tell you here is very simple. If I tell myself I got not enough time now, I only have half a year to make $500,000, will you work harder? If you only have half a year, let me tell you my $500,000, if you want to really be more harsh to yourself, 6 months you must hit $500,000. If not, all of you are good life, because I see many of you don't go overseas trip a lot. The most you go Bangkok. Next time go business class like our boss here, send the parents go business class, 3 of them business class, just alone ticket 30,000. You see whether you come back you will make more than what you make or not. Only when you dare to spend, my dear friend, you will make the most out of it. Look at our boss, you will know the answer. The more he spend on his business fare, next time boss, first class. Because business class too cheap for you. Spend more, then he will make more, right? Then will we make more? If our boss don't make more, how are we going to make more? Cannot, right? I must look forward to seeing him taking first class as well. Right? Then I also inspired that I also must go and take first class, In life, that is what we should be looking forward, right? But what I want to tell you here, why people did not manage to do it is very simple. You see, if you focus on doing $3,000 job, how many deals can you hit 50,000? You count it for yourself. If you focus on $3,000 job, nothing wrong with those people who do 3,000, 2,000, 5,000 or whatever, nothing wrong. But if I tell you, if you want to make $500,000, do you have time for 3,000 first? Nothing wrong, But I just want you to make $3,000, $4,000 can, but my key focus must still hit these 3. I want you to focus your mind for one thing very clear, is to look at the 3 transactions that give you 50,000. Once you make that 50,000, the rest is called bonus. 3,000, 4,000 is called bonus. This one is called main course. 3,000 is called appetizer. Appetizer, we leave it to the last. We must eat the main course first, then we eat dessert, not appetizer. Dessert first, dessert. Dessert refer to the 3,000, 4,000, you call dessert. Main course. Until you finish your main course, then you go for dessert. Can or not? Is it difficult to find all these properties? I tell you, my friend, it's so easy to find. If you say $500,000 is difficult, I beg you to differ. If you look at the numbers, we'll tell you, I just need to find 3 customers to do this job, I will get $500,000 this year, next year. So is it difficult? But just that my mind never see the 3%, 4%, 6%, never. Sometimes, so many SMS you receive from the company until you don't feel like saying, actually we're telling you 6%, you never see. You thought it's 0.6. Sometimes we got so many messages coming to us we don't feel like saying, but can you imagine if you miss the 6%, you look at the 0.6, you chum. But I want you to open up your mind saying that what? I want to make 3. I want to make 3%. I want to make 3%. I want to make 3%. Only when you open up, you will make the money. You will make. This is a very simple diagram. You will be able to make it happen. A top producer mindset is very simple. They enjoy their work. I also enjoy my work. Monday, I do my slide. I do for my own conference slide. Then I do for my Wednesday slide. So every time I'm just a PowerPoint person. If you realize that my life, only do PowerPoint. But do I enjoy my PowerPoint? Yes. Because why? I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Very important. If only when you enjoy your work, money will come to you naturally. You don't even need to bother. Of course, say it's so easy. But the truth is here. Only when you get happiness in your life, that's when money comes to you. Right? 100% willingness to do what you want to do. I'm sure you can make things happen. Stay very focused in one direction. What I mean by that, we keep on talking about focus, 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 focus. Our shop houses guy, right, Richard Tan and Vance, each of them this year cost more than $800,000. They only do nothing, shop houses. But of course, I'm not asking every one of you to do shop houses, because why? Not easy. Since they are already in for so many, 2-3 years, that's why they are making the returns now, right? No need to envy them also, because why? You can also sell HDB or sell EC to become $1 million if you believe that happens, right? Mixed with the positive group of people which is here. You see, the moment you start to stay at home and be alone yourself, my dear friend, you will definitely go out of the way. If you mix with the right people who are always so positive, you will never get negative. But you stay at home, you'll be very negative. So the secret is what? Come out more often to get to know more people. Open up yourself to get to know more people. That is where your skill set will go upwards. Very patient with it yourself. Please, there's no shortcut. No need to complain. Oh, so difficult, so difficult. From now onwards, everything is so easy. Everything to you is so easy. It's just that there are some challenges in front, because why? To make $500,000, of course, it's not easy, right? You must take some effort to achieve that. Just appreciate that. You will make it happen. Very simple. If you want to be a top producer, I'm very sure those people who are the champion producer today, they will have the same mind as me. We are very clear. Our mind is very, very clear and very, very focused in what we are doing, in a sense. Now, before I end I want to give every one of you these 3 secrets of success that you should be looking at. And I want you to remember by heart for 2017 onwards, because only when you can remember by heart, that's where you can actually make the money that you have. These are the 3 words. Accept who you are today. Who you are today does not determine next year you cannot be the #1 producer. In the past, I may not be rich. Does not mean that next year you cannot be rich. Last year you cannot make $500,000 does not mean that next year you can't. First, to be a top producer, you need to accept who you are now. Don't look back. Look forward. look forward and accept who you are today, you will make it happen. Including myself. 13 years, I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. But when I accept who I am today, today you will get it. Only when you can accept. Because when you accept, there's no negative thoughts. One. Because why? Yeah, I may not be good now, but does not matter. Let it be. Just let it be. Why must we so hard up and fed up with our past? Why must we be angry ourselves that we cannot make it happen? Never mind, next year. Work it out. Let it be. Work it out. So what? Like I mentioned, so much time. So much of my things I've been talking about. So what? Last year cannot. This year cannot. Next year, 500,000, make it happen. Thank you very much. Thank you.